Hello, everyone. It's time to get this YouTube channel set up, and thought it'd be interesting to get everybody's attention. We're gonna be talking about some stuff today. We're gonna be talking about some stuff today, so we're gonna be talking about what to do in a situation when what to do in a situation when somebody sits here and tries to bully you. Now, have you ever been bullied by a system? I have, and I am still bullied by a system. I am bullied by a system, and it's a group home system. I am bullied by a conservator that is over my money. And he's taking advantage of me and not giving me half of the amount of cash that I deserve. And this being said, this is a live broadcast stream that I want to get through everybody. When you're getting bullied by a system, what do you do in this situation? Now, a lot of people think, well, that will never happen to me. I'll never get bullied by a system. Well, Vanderbilt Medical Center is a bully. They lie, they're deceiving, they're crazy by manipulating and saying stuff against other people to hold them against their will and do them wrong with lies and frustrations just to get their fill, And when you're getting bullied by a system and not getting paid half of the time the right amount of $100 a month, and all your money's going to them and their investment and stuff like that, well, this is what you do in this situation. You make a YouTube video, you broadcast it, you let the whole world know and see it live, and you let the world know that this is what's going on, and hopefully somebody will be willing to help you. Now, all that being said, I'm going to go and do story time now. This is where we explain theories about what existence is and how existence came to be. Now, existence is like a thought process and actions that we do, right? That's one way to look at existence. Another way to look at existence is it was created by a supreme being of destruction or a creation, depending on the outcome of the interpreter of the creator. What is existence? Existence is a part of a life stream that is like a water flow river reflection staring back at you. And existence is more like an attitude. If you have the attitude or towards a different perspective of existence, would depend on the creation and create that future for you. Now, story time. We're going to talk about a story about this story. I hope y'all enjoy it. This is just random stories, random insights, and here's a story right here. I hope y'all enjoy. One day, I was homeless, I looked around the streets trying to find out why there's nobody that loves you, you know? You're homeless and you try to look for someone that loves you. And it's like trying to look for existence itself, trying to find a place you fit in. And when you're homeless, nobody loves you, nobody cares. And everything that you believe and stand for seems like it falls right in front of your face and you're disgraced and you feel like you're all messed up and losing everything apart of what you wish you could be. And homeless ain't no fun. I've been homeless and I seen some things I can't even explain. I seen a shadow demon. Don't know if y'all even heard of those, but shadow demons are like shadow figures that are black and shadowy looking, and they shapeshift into different forms because they're shadows, and they got red beady eyes, and uh, they whisper in a very deep and dark whispering uh, widow sound, like a hollow, creepy sound to put chills just straight down your spine. Um, but yeah, I've been homeless before, and I've been trying to figure out exactly my place in the universe, where I belong. But it's kind of hard when you have a lot of people saying they're your friends and family, and then they turn out to be your enemy, and the worst enemy ever. And they use you, take advantage of you, lie to you, disgrace you, say all evil men are against you, and falsely accuse you of things, and falsely say allegations just to hold you back from your success, you know. And it's just a bunch of stuff, you know, that you can go through every single day and not knowing if you can take much more and not knowing if you're going to live or die the next day. Life is ethereal, you know. Life is just a mystery. It's things that can't be solved. It's a life that's filled with darkness and no love. Whatever happened to the care and, you know, the love and the generosity that we used to share and bring people together. So this is the way it is, you know. Nobody cares. When you gotta do things yourself, you gotta figure shit out yourself, and you gotta try to make an attempt to invent just to sit here and create something better than what you've been in your past. And it seems like I'm coming to realize now that nobody's your friend. The only friend that is ever going to be there for you is yourself. And it's sad, but that's the way it is, you know? And I know some things in this world may not seem fair. A lot of people think, oh, well, it's not fair. They get to do what they want to do and stuff like that. Well, they get to do what they want to do because they're evil. They're just evil people. And they have no remorse for anyone else but themselves. They're selfish, righteous greed. If they got riches and then money, filth, and they got all that, then of course they're gonna do whatever the hell they want because they got money. Now, if you ain't got money, you're no good. You're in America. This American state, it sucks. You're no good in America if you're not rich and you're not filthy rich, or you're not famous. Then you're no good. You're no good to society. You're better off dead. And that's the truth. And there's a bunch of shit in America right now. We have religions fighting against one another because they believe something different, and they don't like it when somebody else is trying to teach someone else this and that. And then you have religion dividing us and hating on us and one another's culture because everyone's born differently and raised differently. You just have a bunch of shit going on, you know? And it's just like, America is the worst country in the world. I lived in America and I live in America, and it is the worst country in the world. You can't even defend yourself no more. And if you try defending yourself, they lock you up. Like if you get hit, punched, kicked, you gotta sit there and take it. And it's like, why the fuck do I have to take that when they started the shit first, you know? It used to be back in the day, you were allowed to whoop ass and take names and get on your way. And nowadays, you can't do that. You get locked up in prison for life. Whatever happened to the good old passion, fashion, ass whooping? that everyone used to get, and everyone used to be much more peaceful back then too, because they got their asses beat. And that's what's wrong with society today. America's the worst country in the world, and America's the cynic of all evil because it's all about greed. It's not about no one else but greed. Greed, greed, greed. Money, money, money. If you ain't got money, you ain't no good to society. And that's what I don't understand, you know. America's supposed to be the land of the free. It's supposed to be experiencing your life and living freedom to your best intentions that you can be. And experiencing beautiful, beautiful cultures, bringing people together. And it's supposed to be all about, you know, peace and generosity and love and care. And it's not, you know. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say, but this story time, it's crappish, you know. I don't know what else to say, but this is the story of a lifetime. This is something everyone should hear. How messed up our country really is. How fucked up the society and justice system is, and it's just messed up that we have no justice anymore. And yeah, so let's get on with it. See what we're gonna talk about today. Uh, yeah, that's what we can talk about today. The art, the art of ninjutsu. Does anybody know that art? A lot of people claim to be a ninja. Do ninjas exist? Well, I guess it just depends on the in on the viewer. Do ninjas exist? That's a good question for everybody to know. I don't think ninjas existed, you know? Well, besides the point of the ninjas only existing whenever they needed to assassinate somebody with weapons. Which I don't understand the point in having weapons to assassinate anyone when you can just do it with your hands. Because I took martial arts before, and they teach you to kill with your bare hands, and it's much more effective than using a weapon because a weapon misses. And it's not much more direct as much as using your body, you know? But anyways, I believe ninjas were real to a point, and then I believe they wasn't to an extent. But that's beyond the point. So what do we want to talk about today? Well, let's talk about what the future beholds. I say the future beholds greed, hate, and money madness. So this is story time, and we talk about whatever, you know. We talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Y'all just give me some comments. Let me know what y'all want to talk about, and I'll let y'all know what's up. I guess that's all. Nobody wants to talk. So this is sketchy. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Look at all the hands. Woo, hands! Give me some hands, everyone. Give me some hands. Talk about anything we need to talk about today. Today's freedom of speech. Today we're going to talk about how we want to destroy the world or whatever we want to talk about. And we don't need nobody telling us who we ought to be in the world, blah, 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 blah. So, what do y'all want to talk about today? It's kind of boring. Nobody's sitting here getting my message in. So, what do y'all want to talk about today? We done talked about what we could talk about, and we're still talking about whatever we want to talk about. I guess that's all.